Welcome to MFB TV on Thursday the 26th of November. Well, is it welcome? Because advisedly many of you this morning will be feeling like Mr. Osborne has punched you twice within 3 or 4 months. Not only did he have a go at you in his budget in July, but his statement yesterday will be seen as very unwelcome to the great majority of you who own properties in your own names. Now, we've already been talking to the 8 lenders in the buy-to-let sector who lend on limited company transactions with, and I'm looking at my notes here, 119 products that we're currently tracking out of a total of over 1,000 in the market, so 12% of the market, and they are preparing for a veritable stampede of applications before the deadline of 1st of April. But let's just think this through logically. If only a few of you decide to act on advice to incorporate between now and April, and there are only 8 lenders out there, none of them can change their resourcing significantly between now and then, so the time to take advice and act is now and not January, February or March, because deadlines are deadlines and HMRC aren't going to give you any extensions for completions of these transactions beyond 1st of April. Because clearly at some point in his life Mr. Osborne rented a house and it didn't go well for him, and clearly he doesn't like landlords. We will over the next few days be publishing blogs, advice and newsletters on what we think are the implications of the announcements yesterday, but these don't get formally published by the government until the 9th of December. But now is the time for you to start gathering information. Of one thing we are quite clear: there are no shortcuts to incorporation of private investment properties into a limited company where you can avoid the current levels of stamp duty, let alone those in the future, and indeed, more worryingly, any capital gains tax that may attach to these properties. We hear mention of various schemes. Trust me, rather like the earlier stamp duty avoidance schemes of freehold to leasehold interests in the bottom of the credit crunch, these will not stand the test of time and will get unwound. Only those of you who have partnerships with proper partnership accounts, which operates as a business with employees where it's your principal area of work, will there be any possibility of incorporation without significant tax outcomes. Now, I'm not your tax or accountancy advisor, but you need to start speaking to your accountant now and not early in January on these matters. Finally, there does appear to be one loophole in the future for limited companies that own 15 properties or more for avoiding the 3% marginal SDLT. We believe that this will stand the test of consultation, because Mr. Osborne doesn't consult, he dictates, and therefore if you have a limited company into which you can assemble 15 properties, currently regardless of value, then you'll be able to avoid that margin going forward. Clearly there's much for you to all think about in the weeks and months ahead, and for some of you with existing portfolios in your own names, with modest incomes and not higher rate taxpayers, this may not be as damaging as it first seems. So now is the time to take advice from your accountant, tax advisor, solicitor or broker. But we stand by to help, and as ever our number is 0845 3456 788.